Good day everyone, over Small FGR, here on the quick account. The day has finally arrived, where Saber Medusa graces us with her presence, so here goes nothing. It's been a long time saving up for this, so I probably could have done a little better, but unfortunately I tried to roll for another copy of Karma, so I have a little less than I would have liked. But with average luck, we're still fine, but we've seen how that's been going for the past year plus for me, so let's hope it plays out differently this go around. Keep forgetting what that one does. Shame it wasn't the Black Grail. Shame that wasn't the Black Grail. If they were to keep giving me non-event 5-star craft essences, I'll certainly take them. The event craft essences are not spectacular, fortunately. Also, I believe that's pretty consistent from here on out too. There's an event one. Saber Medusa is a single target quick saber, and arguably the best single target saber in the game. So, and that's honestly, there are quite a few that are really bloody good too, so that's really saying something. It's got great internals, high damage, good stats, great kit, lots of offensive and defensive abilities. Just all the good stuff. At least we're getting sabers, I suppose. First skill is 1 turn Petrify on the enemy. It increases her quick cards crit damage by 50% for 3 turns, as well as inflicts curse every time she hits an enemy with a quick card, also 3 turns. Second skill, 50% battery, 20% attack up for the party, as well as crit damage up for demonic allies. Of 30% of 3 turns. Then third skill, 3 turn, 3 hits of inborn, 3 ticks, 3 turn debuff immunity, and 30% critical attack chance resistance for herself 3 turns, which is fairly substantial, but it's going to be very unlikely that she gets hit by crits. Noble Phantasm, single target, anti-man attribute, bonus damage, increases Earth attribute allies attack, free damage by 20% for 3 turns, so that ramps 40% chance to petrify, 10% quick up, well, based on overcharge, 10 to 30% quick up, pre-damage as well. So she's got the invuln, she's got petrification from her MP and from her fair skill. She can buy a lot of extra turns with that. Anti-man attribute damage, which is I believe the most common attribute still. Either way, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, there's something gold. Caster. Fortunately not usable on this account, but it is what it is.
Caster, ギルガメッシュ。ウルクの危機に応じ、この姿で限界した。貴様の召喚に応じたのではない。つけ上がるなよ、雑種。
I forgot, did I? Okay, I did. Back to this nonsense. I'm not surprised that there was the same thing 3 times in a row because of how quick it started spinning after the reveal. Notice how there was hesitation before Darius here was revealed, but it started spinning. See, and here's another. It's interesting. Atalante. Yeah. Shove you over to the Buster account. Be nice, but is there not a 4-star rated up on this gun? I'll have to check. I forget. I forget. Another caster. Well, that hell year of FGO rolling is now a hell year and a half. So, oh dear. So that's 23 during that time period. 23 5-star spooks. I believe it's 23.
我が名は巴巴古仙などと余人に呼ばれることもありましたか。義仲様に好みを捧げたものではありますが、今はあなたにお仕えするサーバントにございます。
私は現状三蔵。御仏の導きによりここに限界したわ。クラスはキャスター。
召喚に応じて参上した。我が名はヘファイスティオン。おい、どういうことだ。なぜ私が覚えてる。お前は。ああ、そうか。そういうことか。何？ちょっと変わったクラスの影響だと思ってくれ。私はヘファイスティオンの偽物のようなものでね。クラスはプリテンダー。だが、お前が構わなければフェイカーと呼んでほしい。
23. I forgot to check, to double check the banner to see if the 4 stars rated out. I suppose I could check the wiki if it's been updated. Halfway down the F. No, she does not have a 4-star on a banner. Oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned rolling for trying to get another copy of Karma. No luck, so that's why I'm out of tickets. I used tickets to try to get her, but it is what it is, I suppose. I could have been like Billy or something. At least quick. Yay to see it. It's even worse because I really like Sonzong, but I keep getting her on the wrong accounts. We're getting a lot of sabers, now we're on the caster kick. Well, I guess both, really. Worst part is this bad luck streak is bleeding into Blue Archive as well. So that's fun. Be different if it's in contrast to good luck that I had or something. But I think I've streamed enough of my rolls to show that is not the case. Good old min roll. Guess we'll try this. Alright, that's a thing. Don't forget to do your FP summons, it's one of the weeklies. It's going to be really rough if my luck doesn't turn around in rolling for Saber Medusa, and then I have to turn around and play this event because it's my absolute least favourite FGR event, purely because I play multiple accounts. Still no Saber. Oh, at least it wasn't another 5-star spook. It's kind of funny how I keep getting new 4 stars as opposed to repeats. Where was I? Oh yeah, tower events, because they're so bloody tedious. The weird thing is, the consensus I get, or the feeling I get rather, not necessarily consensus, can't even bloody speak, is that most players seem to actually quite like these events because it forces them to use servants they wouldn't otherwise. But I wonder if it'll change considering just how much more recent story events keep making you have to rebuild your party every bloody fight. Because doing that is extremely tedious and time consuming, and then having to do it on 4 different accounts. Bugger all. We'll skip this because we've already played his voice before, intro before. Let's try the patented hyper skip, shall we? Another noob.
サーバントランサーブラド三世である。友よ、あらゆる不徳、すべての不義を正す戦いを始めよう。
Considering how old a servant he has, I'm surprised he has that many lines. So many of the really early servants are basically like hello, and then that's about it. From hearing things, the music skipped just then. It wasn't a mineral. Oh. Stats already it does. See, I don't get why you would give it this effect and give it mixed stats. It just seems silly. Been through the tickets, I guess. Need more craft instances. Guess we'll finish up the bonus roll here before we go back to Maltese. We're not getting serpent from this, are we? Oh, there's one. That's disappointing. I want to keep throwing craft instances at me. The least you could do is shoot at a bloody mineral. Shoot at a black grail, because I'm 2 away from MLBing it on this account. Buster and Arts account both need 3 copies, so I'm gonna hold my breath on that happening anytime soon.
この時期、日本の水田ではカエルのふと 興味を覚えたのですが、今まで
Alright, keep forgetting about that. They haven't given us the update where we can use the storm pods on any node and it still drops the dust. Have they? That's a recent thing that they added in JP at some point, so I doubt we'll get it anytime soon, but it would be nice so we wouldn't have to waste an apple to do a bloody event. It's actually complete nonsense that it took them as long as it did to fix that. Oh, there was a Medusa. Just the wrong flavor. Let's just get Lily here in a second. Keep accidentally hyper skipping, partial skipping. Looked at the cross-side and it looked double-sided for a second, and I was becoming increasingly confused. Because there's no permanent gold alter ego currently. On Story Banner you could get Sidonai, but this isn't a Story Banner, so there you go. Okay, it's not my first one of those, but I think it's the first one that I've paid attention to actually getting. I'm going to skip through this one just so I can get off of that quartz count. I don't appreciate it. It's just all craft essences. They just keep coming. Maybe I should try the old restart the game. You know what? Let's give her a go. Never actually tried that before. There's something. Wrong class. You're joking. Could have at least been Atalanta, one of them. Come on now. There's something. Come on, Saber. Come on, Saber, do so. Hey look, a Saber. Please, come on. Okay. I'm not getting too enthusiastic because I was always going to get one copy of it just out of pity if nothing else. But, so... it really depends on how the rest of this farce goes. Come on, let's have a 2-for-1. Give me something joyous, please. Ha! Okay.
サーバント、セイバー、メドゥーサよ。はあ？私じゃない私がいっぱいいる？なんで？素でうざいんだけど。
not certain what to think about that roll. We certainly take those, but I'm curious. Another Casca. I'm skipping through just because I'm curious. I'll take a little bit. That's not the same. I'll probably have enough copies to MLB that by now. Wish it could be Black Grail. Another cat. I'm so puzzled. How utterly bizarre. I'm relieved that she's not MP1. I'm still tremendously annoyed that I've had 23 SSR spooks in the past year and a half. And again, with average luck, let's just say with the amount of quotes I had for her, even after using the tickets to try to get a copy of Karma, a fourth copy of Karma, she should be higher than him. What was it? Camilla. MP2 should be the minimum. But oh, I didn't even have Atalanta on this game. That, huh? Okay, notice that with one little itty bitty line, because she wasn't day one, she was added in Okeanos, which was the first update to the game. Are you bloody joking? Actually piss off. %80 chance. 80 bloody percent. This. I'm not sure how I should feel, but it's taken a year and a half of this kind of luck, but I'm actually upset now. Okay, at least I got Black Grail. Bloody hell! Now I just need one more. Bugger all. I haven't the foggiest what that one is. Okay, at least she's MP3. She's MP3. That should be MP5. At worst, that should be MP4. 80% chance. Don't want to click that. At least I got plenty of 4 stars I can level up and get extra little pity rolls out of. But okay, MP4. I cannot imagine a more frustrating way of getting there, but we let's just survey the damage. Make sure, yeah. we go. Oh, look at you, what a little beauty. Giving us a super success. Getting us partially the way to 61 out of 80. Ha. We already had the selection ticket for 5 StarCraft Essence, didn't we? I don't think there's been another, but hopefully I'll be able to snag the 5th copy of it eventually. To be quite honest, I'm not certain how many copies of the thought there was something strange. Not really certain how many copies of the event craft essences that I want to hold on to, because there's no drops in this event. I suppose I could actually show you after I do the Noble Phantasm nonsense. Do I MP her up, or do I just make rare prisms? I guess it wouldn't hurt. Honestly, since I have Saber stuff, I would MP4 already. Getting Saber Medusa below her MP4 would have been extremely frustrating, especially you add on the 2 bloody spooks. Both of them Sanzong too. Which, you know what, that gets me even that much more, because I really like Sanzong. I like her quite a lot, but I keep getting her on accounts that can't use her. So I don't get her on my main or my Buster account. I get her on my Arts account or the extra account. The extra account can use it, but I don't really play it against the extra account. The reason I still have that hanging around is just because it's a nice account. It's a shame to just abandon it. If someone asked for it, I'd give it to them, but so far no takers. I'd hate to just leave it out to dry like that. I'm glad that pulled out in the end there, because I was like, getting frustrated is one thing. Generally I try to keep it fairly cool, because I know that I have bad luck. But it's been so bad for a year and a half. And 2 bloody spooks like that just so happen to be the same server too. I was getting pretty warm there. Okay. I thought I had Tomcat in P5, but I suppose not. Are there any more gold? Of course. Phew. Does that... Not really? Wait, maybe... Guess that's the way to do it. And naturally I get... Wait. I really got 3 copies of him today. That should be it. Yeah, I don't see So as you can see, MP4, MP4. So if she wasn't at least MP4, that would have been tremendously annoying. Okay, I need to get. I hit back so many times. Well, first things first, I need to make sure that I have followers.
よ
I think I already did that there. I did not. Where are the other 10 starfires? Why the... Oh, because this is one of the from... Okay. I don't like it. It irks, it triggers mutism, but something I can do about it at the moment. Let's not accidentally use any brown fires.
そんなに私が使いたいの
Thought I would have had more Saber levels in there.
再現ないよ私
Throw some of the fodder fires in. Or the fodder experience it.
ありがとう
This game's trolling me. Actually being trolled. Watch this somehow end up an awkward number. Okay, it's an even number. And it didn't crit success on me, wasting that
そろそろ
look.
クエストに戻る
Okay. Now there should be no bloody way that I don't have enough of these gold fires for her. But then again, it's not the first time weird nonsense has happened. Actually, come to think of it, let me pull up my document here where I'm keeping track of who I'm firing and grailing and all this. I think Karma will be next. For the Gold Fire treatment. Ah, you beauty. Let me think. So I have Ushi Venzu's already done. She's actually on the way to 120. Medusa Saber has to need to grow to 100, which I'll do in a moment. So foes, after this, there's Karma, Ku, Clytie, Bizet, Lakshmi Bai is an option. I do like Clytie, but I like Bizet. The only issue with Bizet is her class. She's not quite as universal as the rest of them. There's like 5 classes that you can really use her against. But you can't use her against knight classes or Achilles might be an option if he was an MP1. Of all of the spooks that I've gotten, I couldn't have gotten another copy of him. I think Karma is the obvious one. Especially if I'd gotten a 4th copy of it, but alas. Of course I wouldn't mind a Kuni either eventually, but huh. How about that? I did not think I had him at MP3. Comet is... They're not going to be even, are they? They're not going to be even, and it's going to drive me bonkers. Oh no! Or the pain. Okay, let's get to actually properly leveling her. Let's just do this. How many brownie XPs do I have? Okay, there we go. Wait, am I out? Domo. Don't know how I overlooked that. There is a bit of an issue with her skill leveling because she requires a metric ton of one of the new mats from the latest.
再臨で少し精神年齢が上がってしまったようですね。敬語？言われてみればいつの間にか。 こちらの方が今の霊気的に落ち着くというだけです。私の本質は変わりません。特に気になさらないでください。
This requires the typical well, first off, so I need 6.
いらっしゃいマスター君、アイテム交換だね。いいよ、そういうのも嫌いじゃないし。
Most annoying part about this was I was pretty sure that I already did this and got enough Saber pieces for, but I probably brain farted and did it in the wrong account. Well, pretty clearly that seems to be exactly what went on. I doubt that new mat is in the shop yet. I didn't see it when I blitzed through earlier, but no, I don't see it. And unfortunately, this event doesn't have a shop, so they're not like carrying copies of it or anything to get a head start on. Oh, there it is. Go ahead and grab those. That's almost enough for 2 skills because she needs 72 per skill, because of course she does. Because lasagna hates fun.
まだ見ていく？
Hate it, hate it. The good news is it does have a node where it has a really good drop rate. It's like nearly 74% drop rate on
今回も無事に帰還できましたね。
Chicken.
戦いは厳しくなる一方ですので、気を引き締めて、私、マシキレイライトを指導していただければ。
On said node, it's the let's see. It's one that's a full berserker node. It's not that one. Yeah, it's this one. Debugging. This has like a nice 74% drop rate. These little buggers. What chops it? Okay, now I need to grab the experience. Must mean I don't have enough to get her to 100. I don't care, I will apple her up. I won't make you suffer through it on stream, but I'll do it. Must be somehow the out of the gold monuments as well. I shouldn't be, because it's one of those awkward things where silver monuments, or pieces rather, pieces and monuments are hard to come by when you start out. What?
おそらくそれはアテナの因子のせいでしょう。好ましいものではありませんが。 あなたが悪気があって言ったわけではないというのはわかりますので、謝る必要もありません。
Okay. Pieces and monuments are difficult to come by when you're fresh out of the game, fresh out of the gate, starting the game. And it's the same with blue skill gems, red ones, and the like. But what ends up happening as you get further in the game, the enemies get higher level and they start dropping the gold mats, basically, and not the lower ones. So then you start getting an excess of said gold mats. Like, this is a good example. I have 247 Saber monuments, but I'm completely out of pieces. How does that make sense? How do I have so many more of the rare version than the common one? That's just silly. But that'll happen to you with more and more mats. And the thing is, it never should have been a problem if they would have just if they would have just kept it to where, oh, if it drops the rare version of item, it can drop the lower tiers as well, in addition. That would have solved the problem. But we don't solve problems in FGO, we just make more.
自己封印が解けているように見えるかもしれませんが、見かけ上だけです。ですからむやみに警戒する必要はありません。いえ、私が本気かどうか、目を封じているか否かで判断できなくなったとも言えますね。全言撤回します。警戒してください。どうも。物好きな方。嬉しくないわけではありません。見えますか？この輝ける怪物たちの姿が。いかに綺麗に見えたとしても、これらは人の血肉を食らう魔です。そしてその極地がここにいる黄金剣を持つ怪物ですから、興味を持って近づくのは勝手ですが、覚悟はしておくべきでしょう。その怪物がたとえ女神のように涼しい顔をしていたとしても、心の中では食べてしまいたいという欲を必死に我慢しているのかもしれないのですから。物好きな方で。物好き。
Okie dokie. First Grail. In situations like this, I'll try to split it in half in case of crits.
どう。
This is going to be awkward, isn't it?
嬉しくないわけ。
Well, we saved one ember. To be fair, that does add up if you can get lucky a couple times doing it. Okay, 12. So we'll take 6 out.
嬉し
Now we go above 3. No, with it being that close, we go above 1. That's another reason. It would have taken 3 to. It would have just had us waste basically an entire 5-star ember for that little slither of EXP there, if we weren't paying attention. Instead of we can do here.
嬉しくないよ もう
It's a little closer. A bit.
ものず
Oh, we saved some servants there. One more grail needed after this. What good is gold?
う嬉し
Back to servants.
「うれし
Just let that one go since it's the
どうも
last one.
" どう
I think we saved a grand total of 3 embers there. Just more of my
そろそろクエストに戻る？
terrible luck continuing.
その代わり戻ってきたらまた
I'm a bit torn on continuing leveling here. Because I do believe I'll still have more embers here. And I'm pretty sure yeah, as you can see, still have So many embers in the second inventory. But I'll probably wait, because anniversary is coming up. What, next month? Is it next month? Yeah, next month. So we should have a boosted success rate for crits. For see if I can remember. Oh, it's okay, I'll need him. So I'll have Carmilla saved up here. Ah, there she is. I knew I had her on this account because she was a starter. She was the starter servant. Which is also why she's leveled, even though this is a quick account. It's sort of out of obligation. Oh, first of all, there's at least one that's of MP levels to give. Funny thing is, both copies of her came from the starter roles. So MP2 Carmilla was my starter server in this account. Bonkers. Wait, yeah, it was that and a steno. The rare triple gold on the starter role. Weird, weird, weird. It was everything, yeah. Now then go back to the second archive and rot. She stays. Don't have all that much room. Running out of. Works for me. Also, I have another role to do. Seven summons from bonus. I could level up a well. I could theoretically level up more servants to get more roles. I don't know if I'll bother with it immediately though. At the very least I'll finish out that next bonus. Unless I lucked out and got a 5th copy of Saber Medusa before then, but... Okay, here's a rare prism. Sports setup. Okay, normal defense. Normal. Oh, I should level his skills before putting her on there, but
や
whoopsie daisy. So I can currently only max one of her skills, so always best to start with the battery. Then the defensive skills, so well, either of those kind of count as defensive skills, so I hope I have enough of these. Should be okay. Here's the big one. 70 bloody 2. I'll need 12 more to max a second skill. Okay, let me see which one I want to work on next. Well, it doesn't matter if they're both going to be at 8. For a bit at least. Weird encountering loading on a skill leveling up screen. Now let's go back and
そろそろクエスト
update
に戻る
the sport list. So sometimes it sticks and you have to actually change something like a servant and then save and then switch it back and then save to get it to properly update. But we'll see. And naturally, I think she's the better event servant to put up for obvious reasons. Wait, we can't even use our sport list for this event. Bugger. Oh well. Saber Stolfo is not bad, and he's strangely slept on. Like, he's definitely behind Okita and then Saber Medusa. So he's number 3 in that regard, but he's still one of the best single target sabers in the game. I don't know what to tell you. The single target quick sabers are just bonkers. Now, that we got all that mess done, I believe I was going to show you what the event is. It's a tower event. So 200 floors on 4 accounts. Also feet. So if you're into that, this event is for you, I suppose. Towers and feet. I don't even know where to begin. Give you a little chance to read that, I suppose. basically every 10 floors you have some manner of boss fight. You can't use the support servant list, so it's only your own servants, and at minimum you have to have 3 servants per fight, so you can't just solo a fight. And each time a servant participates in a tower fight, they're out of commission for 6 hours unless you put them in one of the rest areas, which unlock at some point, and then it'll cut it in half to 3 hours. So yeah, that's the that's interesting. Apparently it does have an event shop. I guess that's more of the wiki lying to me then, and claiming it doesn't have one. So half the time it's like pulling teeth trying to get accurate information about this game. Do they even have the... Okay, they do. I don't know. I've checked 3 different places, and none of them mention an event shop, so... Guess we just have to clear the first 10 floors. The event CEs, see this is another thing, the event CEs don't give drop bonuses, they give strength up, which is why I'm so certain that I don't understand what they have the shop there for, is what I'm getting at. Maybe it's something where every 10 floors you clear, because the idea is you're getting feet portraits of the servants. Well, okay. Specifically, it's their shoes. But who are we getting here? Guess I'll just throw a couple of level 1s, since it doesn't really matter. The good news is these fights are all 1 AP. Bad news is there's 200 of them. But maybe it's an exchange thing. See, the main account's one thing, because I have plenty of servants to go through the towers with. But on the alt accounts, where I'm sticking to one card type, there's where the bugaboo comes in. Because I don't have all that, depending on classes, I don't have all that many variants of each class to throw into these kind of fights. So I just, yeah, then the time aspect of slapping together a new team every bloody fight, and then doing it on 4 accounts. I imagine you can see what's so bloody tedious about this. For me in particular. At least we're getting 6 hours. So we need a Lancer. Our weakest Lancer, please. That works for me. Can pad out a little bit like this with definitely not doing that. By just not deleting the are you joking? This game's actually trolling me. Oh, there are 2 juicy level 1 berserkers here. You know you want. There you go. There you go. Okay. So you have attack up. That is 3 turns here. This is. It's like the second time I've ever actually used the Emmet. Because normally I just throw a coup out there. I dare say he could use an animation update. I don't think we'll have to worry about this Skelly actually hitting us, but never mind, I just want crit. I should have showed off his MP, silly me. Oh well, it's not impressive because for obvious reasons he's got Practically day one animations. Saber. Here's Archer, which is something I'm struggling with on most of my alt accounts. Bizarrely. None of these. This would help. Seeing what I actually have left. Don't really want to be this cheeky about it. Sure. This might be a horrific mistake. Because clearly I can't use his MP.
頭から食べちゃうぞ。俺に見える。やってやるぞ存分に。任せな。行くぜ。任せな。
I'll maintain his battery for the heal, if needed. Well done, gold star for you two. Not so bad. If the Buster was what crit there, I might have done it. But oh well. It'd also help a bit if I actually MLB'd the Vintcraft isn't. I should do that. If you're just going to use one DPS if you can help it. Just MLBing one copy of the 5-star event. Well, are there? Craft distance is enough.
Yeah.
Just get more copies of that than I thought. Just about 2 MLB copies. Also, I need to remember to. There it is. I need to remember to level this up to 80. But. I'm not sure I do. Not yet. Not yet. Need a rider. Don't want to grab Shojiro there because he's actually usable. I can't buy a bus to crit, save me life. Do the monkeys steal stars? I don't appreciate that. Don't appreciate that at all. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Good news is, you know, I could be slapping Avalons on them. Huh. This is such a... It is an attack up and an MP strength up. But one turn... we need assassins, so we can use Kojiro. I believe he's my weakest assassin. Yeah. Come along. Where are you now? There they are. Funnily enough, there's an event in JP right now where the gacha 5-star CE is atrocious, but the 4-star CE is pretty nice because it's full attack, which it's 4-star CE, so that's still not spectacular. Although I do think that that still does mixed stat level 100 5-star CEs, so or maybe it's about the same. Huh. Not 100% certain. Well, that's a big old light. Oh, come on.
かけできてみたがいいか。せっかし一刀にて証を示す。
I suppose it doesn't matter. Just debating on whether I wanted to. Which one I wanted to use my MP on.
見せどころよな。覚悟を救いを求める。ここが勝負どころよ。承知。心得。
I'm curious how much the refund will be. If I can crit both of these. 90%.
見せどころよな。
What I say about not being able to buy a Buster crit. Also, in situations like that, it's better to leave the big one behind because its attacks are AoE, so they're actually doing less damage than the single target attacks.
承知。承知。遅いな。
Also, there was respectable refund, by the
見せ
way.
どころよな。刀身に歪みなし。
Like, if you like Koshiro, you could definitely do worse when it comes to throwing some grails on a low star unit. He definitely appreciates them. I might grade him up to 70 sometime, just to give him a slight boost. But I already have Karma, really, for my single target assassin needs. Same thing with Kurstan.
面倒だけど、こうやって少しずつ進むしかないよね。
Yeah, well, 10. $10 AP. So these are actual fights that you might want to be a bit careful about. So I'll actually use my farming team to show you. At least my closest facsimile that I can do. You can still double Scotty even under your own power on a quick account. Kind of want an AoE here because basically this is 6 berserkers in a wave, and they all stun when they attack, and then they do bonus damage against stunned enemies. And it's better just to blow them up and go on with your business. Don't worry about it. They should be Earth Dews. This should be pretty decent damage, even though I'm not getting the extra 20% attack up from having a debuff on myself. Not terrible.
震え、凍てつき、砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ。
I think I just noticed something that I mistakenly did. Okay, no, never mind. So I thought that I had accidentally, because I knew once they max out the bond, now that we're actually getting bronze grails more often, it could be good to go ahead and drop one every now and then on your whatever your support is and your big farming units, so you can get, because that's just free Saint Quartz for you once they get to bond 11 plus, and it's going to inevitably happen because you farm with them constantly. It's better than just wasting all that bond and then just being at bond 10. So naturally, Saber Scotty is the one that I use in those situations. I, for a second there, thought that Caster Scotty was the one that I bond grailed, but happily that is not the case. Caster, eh? Fortunately. I guess we do those. One of these years I'll raise his skills. Maybe. I will eventually. I was actually about to, and then I remembered, oh yeah, Okuni's a thing. She ended up taking all of my caster mats, which strangely never recovered after should have waited until he had more than one card to buff himself, but oh well, c'est la vie. Really? Glad my luck is carrying over to what cut my card orders as well. This is just cruel. Well, the good news is, Zhongjui's MP is AoE. So you can probably do okay here. Let's go full damage. There's the 3. Interesting that he implies the quick down before damage. See, if he would apply it after, then he wouldn't have applied because they were dead. Most servants that apply a card damage down, or a card weakness, I guess, apply it after damage. Like Asuko applies 20% odds defense down every time she NBs. So every time her MP ramps up, she does more damage and gets more refund from it. Over and over. Oh no, back to Archer. I think we use Paris this time. Speaking of Osaka, let's go for the damage. It's not much of a difference, but wouldn't have made much of a difference turn 2 anyway. So the buggers attacking once each. I can't believe it. A Buster crit. Completely unnecessary one, but it happens. I swear this game's trolling me. Back to assassin. Speaking of cursed arm, saw that Mozart's up there. Kurzan has command codes because, and I've already leveled his skills because he soloed a bar from Port for me, like a good lad. Also, I don't know why I didn't go into this. He has the unnerved protection from arrows, where it's just permanent ticks of evade that last until they're actually used, like Ku or Proto Ku have, or Caster Ku. Good stuff. Right back to not being able to buy a Buster Crit, I swear. Hey, how about that? Curious if he gets insta-kill off you. No. Actually don't know if he even has that buff yet. Okay, 2 more fights and we'll be able to confirm what whatever it is that Stall is talking about. Okay, Berserker. Maybe a silly thing to do, but I kind of want to see what. I haven't leveled those skills yet, bugger. I'm sure it'll be fine. Surely.
So それでは執筆を開始します。残り2人頑張ってください。いいだろう。少しばかり誇張して書いてやる。
やめた。それ帰る。知らせ禁断の呪詛。
リア王の手なの。
やめたい。それ
Glad I was right about judging the damage of that crit. And how much he would do to finish off. I knew she wouldn't quite kill, but I was fairly confident he could finish it.
いいでしょう。塩を食ろう。
豪華先編。帰る。ぐっさまばよね。
Purely out of kicks and giggles. Once she gets her MP going, she's kind of becomes really sticky. She can actually solo the final fight with Ort. Huh. How about that? Somehow didn't notice the second wave.
私が探していたんだ。
Might should have just mighty chain there. Guess we'll see. Be close.
わははざまあみろ。
Some of it is remembering if I followed her or not. She's an art support, but she gives MP gain up and some crit support, so similarity to Hans. So this is an assassin boss with Lancer fodder mobs. And we're just I have here. Just remove them. Guess I'll put my iron here as a backup. These two actually work pretty well together because Saber Medusa's quick cards will inflict stun, or not stun, but curse, and that's just more MP gain for, or, yeah, imp battery for Clytie there. After this, we'll be able to see if my suspicions, well, for one, we'll unlock the rest area, the first rest area. We will also be able to check the shop, which I'm still pretty certain involves involves the shoe portraits. I don't want to use that yet.
わかった。
そうくる。
はい、わかった。
救急によりすぎよ。
Naturally, it crits.
Hi, hi, わかった。
こっちへ。大盤振る舞い。
1% off. Never lacking. Clytie's such an underrated servant. I used her for that. It's one of the extra class advanced quests. The one where they change class every time you, well, It's the most recent one of that variant.
貴様の
Whitey's turn to play. I wonder.
かき皆様
Not quite.
ゴッホが辛かった時期の一角何に起きる
If it was a buster, probably.
小作糸数またの名をデス・テーレンラフト送る言葉はノーメインニーマ
These sneaky snakes are having a bad time of it.
これは匂いモーブ先生見てくれてたかな
Okay. How rude. We were so close. So close. Seeing what that blasted shop's about. I'm pretty sure it's something for exchanging for the portraits. Something about that. Because again, there's clearly not any shop mat drops. Someone already used Saber Medusa. How about that? I hope her skills were updated for them. Now let's see.
シンプルに言う質問があればインフォメーションを見なさい
Right, we basically
以
get
上よ
rewards for getting food as we clear the tower. That should have been obvious. And then the rest shop. Okay.
疲れたら休むのはとどこまで進んだかくらい覚えていられな
I
い
forget
の
what this one does.
強制者としては致命的
One hit of debuff immune and starting charge. Also bond gain just during the event. Mixed stats there. Although generally on these where it gives you guaranteed debuff immune, those are good to put on, say, Asclepius or a unit that has debuff cleanse. So in those cheeky boss fights where they just spam debuff on your party to begin with, you can have one immune it and then cleanse all the others' debuffs, which is very nice.
6月と
But alright, now that we solved that mystery, that really shouldn't have been a mystery.
コツコツとですね一歩一歩着実に前進していきましょう
Suppose I could go ahead and finish off
いらっ
this
しゃいマスター君
next
カタログ
roll,
はこっちだよ
and then we'll end the
退屈
stream.
がてら
Then I'll switch accounts and start the climb on others.
の時に
I I gotta be getting close to an MLB of that.
Yeah.
I know I am on one account, but I'm not certain which one. Two away. Two away. It's probably the main account. I think I'm like one away on it.
その代わり戻ってきたらまた新しい話を聞かせて。
But I reckon that'll just about do it for this stream, so bugs me not tending her right away, but because it new mats, what are you going to do? Also, her A-pin skills aren't any better because they also require 72 of one of the newer mats. Specifically, these. I think it's these. Suppose I could demonstrate. So she has a 50% battery, which means there's no real reason to bother with this unless you're slapping like a 30% starting shot CE on her because you don't have an MLB yet. But that's very niche. And she's got anti-berserker, which is a third A-pin that you actually would want. But since she's good at soloing her, the extra attack boost is what I'm probably more inclined for to begin with. And again, we can change all this once we get that update anyway. Just want to double check that I'm acquiring the right daggers. I believe so, but I think the picture on the wiki is different. The worst thing is that her mats otherwise are really not bad. Yes, those daggers, which thankfully I do have enough for because I was aware she needed a bunch of them. Also, she's not the only one that needs them. Because we and Joe needed a bunch of them as well. It's actually got me paranoid. I didn't. Okay, it seems I did at least polish her off before starting in. Yeah. See, with a 30% starting 30% battery, that's when the second A-pin's a lot more useful. Or if you want to slap Black Grill, or not Black Grill, but K-Scope on them, naturally. But enough jibber jabber. I think we've dragged this out long enough with our teasing about the event. Medusa Saber get success, even if it just about made me pull my hair out. So I think that'll be all for now. Hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Good luck climbing this tedious event.